Hello and welcome to another week's vlog. I thought I would share with you this week some of the new recipes and healthy things that I have been making, as well as some of the not so healthy things too. So this was a brand new smoothie that I came up with, and I have to say it was absolutely amazing, so I would definitely recommend it. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. So in this smoothie I added some mango chunks, some pineapple chunks, and as you can see I probably should have put in maybe a cup of both of them. Next I added some spinach because I wanted my smoothie to have some greens in it, and I decided that this was going to be like a tropical smoothie drink. It was going to have some lime juice, it was going to have some coconut syrup and some vanilla almond milk. So really the flavour of this with the pineapple and the mango fruit as well was like a tropical island pina colada, and it really did taste like summer. Raindrops on my window, I can't see any other way, I can't see any other way. Wish I was a superhero. I finally got signed up to my new course and be able to get started with that, which is a 6-month accreditation on health, wellness, nutrition, all the things I love. So since the start of January, I have been involved in kind of just running like a little health community through my Instagram. This was something tied into my mind, body, soul mantra for the year. And so every month we have a Zoom call catch up where we just check in with each other and find out how we're getting on. And then we set challenges for the month ahead. And my simple challenge to myself was to have a glass of lemon water every morning. And so far, so good. Day one on it. I start my course today. I'm actually red. I'm so nervous. Does anybody else get nervous or is it just me? I've been putting it off for a couple of weeks actually because I'm just so filled with self-doubt all the time that I'm like, oh, I can't do it, so don't even start. It's a risk, you know, because you're paying for it and stuff too. But it's official. I've signed up. I have procrastinated today already. I went to the gym this morning. I just made myself some really delicious baked oats. I spent, of course, half an hour posting about me starting my course on Instagram, and after this, now I need to get started. I just need to get my eye on the prize, just get into it. This is a 6-month course. It's life coaching, health and wellness. It's an accreditation, and it's a step in the right direction in terms of like where I think I would like to go. And I am so incredibly grateful that I am in the position that I have time to do this. That doesn't go past me and I don't take that for granted. So I now just need to do it. Wish me luck! So for lunch this day I decided to pre-order a smoothie bowl from a place called Juice Press, which isn't that far away from us. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with my blender at the moment in that it doesn't blend very well. So this was just a real treat, and the thing that I love about it is that it gives you a breakdown of how many calories are actually in that. And then you can pre-order and you just go and pick it up straight away for the time you've ordered it for.
Ran rocking the singlet, acting like I wasn't cold for 2 weeks. And I look back now embarrassed, but I'm still smiling, laughing at all the stupid looks I was trying. Back when they put tips in her hair, me looking shook in that chair, low-key hoping they'd vibe it.
And here was the end product, which was absolutely delicious. The only thing I would say is there's no way the almond butter was only 100 calories worth, but I suppose you can't fault them for their generosity. So this has vast become my new favourite thing. Every morning at the minute I'm going through a bit of a baked oats phase, so in the mornings when I'm waiting for my oats to bake, I'll make myself my iced coffee. Whenever I leave for the gym in the morning, I use the Keurig machine, I use one of the coffee pods, and I pop my coffee into the fridge so that when I come back in an hour, it will be nice and cool. And then I got one of the thermal mugs and I popped 2 ice cubes in there. And yesterday, I actually picked up another flavour. So this is the favourite that I get from Starbucks, and I have to say, this is as good as the sugar-free cinnamon dolce. I've got syrups before back home and they just don't live up to the hype. I paid $11 for this bottle on Amazon and got it delivered, and I thought $11 was quite good because I bought a vanilla syrup back home from, I'm gonna say Costa Coffee, and I think it was like £20 for the full bottle, but I was like, well, you know, over the course of, I mean, how many drinks will you get out of that? $11 isn't that bad. I went into TJ Maxx yesterday and it's exactly the same brand. I got vanilla almond flavour. Stuart came around the corner and I think I had about 4 bottles in my hands, and one bottle was $4. So I'm just gonna stick with the cinnamon dolce today. I just pour a little bit in the bottom. I would love to know, like, I mean, you can tell I put quite a lot in there. I love my syrup. How much is, I think it's like 1 teaspoon or something. This also spills really badly. I probably should get a jug. Pour it up to about, oh, perfect. About there. And normally I would put vanilla almond milk in it, but I ran out yesterday. So I'm just gonna put normal milk in that. And then just top it up with how much milk you want. I probably put a little bit too much in there. Don't know if the lid is actually going to go on that. And then just give it a good stir. Make sure that you get all of the syrup in there. And I'll just have a little taste. Perfect. Okay, so I think I left it in a bit too long, but this is my baked oats for this morning. As you can tell, I only have a bread tin to do it, but amazingly, I can have this entire thing for breakfast and it's around 400 calories. So this has my vanilla protein powder, 1/4 cup of oats, which is around 75 calories. It has 1 apple. It has 1 teaspoon of flaxseed and 1 teaspoon of almond. It's almond flour, but it's basically just ground up almonds. It has a shot of the almond vanilla syrup. It has 1/8 of a cup of pancake mix, and it has 1 egg, and it has cinnamon, and that's it. So I normally just cut it up, and then sometimes if I really don't want to eat the whole thing, then I'll just like save a couple of pieces, and honestly it just tastes like cake, so you can have cake and coffee later. And the secret definitely is the 1/8 cup of pancake batter, because as you can see, the egg and the pancake batter make it a bit of a mix between baked oats and pancakes, and it is just so tasty, and the pancake batter makes it sweet as well. So it really is just eating cake for breakfast. I would highly recommend. And I put it in the oven at 400 Fahrenheit, and I normally leave it in for around 15 to 20 minutes. I left it in a little bit longer today, which is why it's slightly more burned, but it's actually cooked really well on the inside. So good. The other thing I meant to say, I have worked out all the macros, but off the top of my head, I think there's around 35 grams of protein in this. And because I use sugar-free syrup, there's actually not that much sugar, and there's not that much fat either. And if there is any fat, it's healthy fats because it's coming from the egg and the protein powder. So really good, high in protein, super sweet and delicious, really healthy for you. And at the minute I'm eating around 10:30, and then I would have lunch around 1:30, so it keeps me full. I try to eat quite regularly, so it would keep me full for 3 hours, and I do eat lunch, but I'm actually not hungry for lunch, so it actually helps me to make a way better choice in terms of what I'm gonna eat for lunchtime. So definitely try this. Is anyone else's study from home attire just a little extra? So on Saturday morning we were up early so Stuart could go and get his second vaccine, and it was just so cool walking about the streets early because the city hadn't really woken up yet and you could see all the cherry blossoms in bloom as well. Stuart was feeling okay, so we headed to Chelsea Square where we were able to get some breakfast, and then the rest of the day I made some potato bread and some soda bread because on Sunday we had friends round and we made them an Ulster Fry. We also headed to TJ Maxx on Saturday afternoon because I had my eye on this little table and we were able to pick it up for $16.99.
I think we're only getting bored. I think we're hanging with the wrong crowd, maybe. I wanna leave here, but I know we won't. What's left to do? What do I think?
We actually had a wine that our friends Tim and Natalie paired with the food that we had. So it's the first time we've had an Ulster Fry with wine, just making it New York style, you know. And as you can tell, Northern Ireland really did come out to celebrate with the weather.
It takes to feel at home right here. Feel at home in the dark. Feel at home. So I'm on my way to hold you close. If it rains outside, we'll stay indoors with a glass of red. We'll sing in prose. We'll do what it takes to feel at home in the dark. Feel at home in the dark.
So I generally don't record my gym sessions, but at the moment I would go to the gym Monday to Fridays. I book out an hour and a half session, but it's only to give me more time to be able to do the different things that I want. Generally each week I'm trying to include cardio as well as weight training and a focus on abs, legs, arms and toning.